Hello, Metaverse. Let's take another look at Sandbox game platform. I've got version 2.1 of my Darlantus minigame set up here. Let's take a quick look at the changes and improvements here. I'll go ahead and start off with edit. This is also available in the game's drafts gallery. If you want to check it out, you just need to download the game maker software for Windows, and then you can look. I think in the drafts gallery, our little map here is on page 25. So right now we're in the editor, but I'm going to go ahead and press tab to click on to go to play mode. And we've got some differences here. Starting off in a new little location, we've got 3 quests: the mushroom quest, the keys quest, and the titan quest. The keys quest is new. And first off, we're just going to get a look around the world here, and what I want to do is just show off some things. So we start off in the right-hand side of the screen. Mushroom quest is the first one. We need to collect this blue cat mushroom. But before we do anything, we probably want to go around and power up our character. Notice I'm not holding any weapons or anything like that. There's a sword right up there on the top of that thing. So let's hop up here, collect that sword, and I'm going to run away from the goblin who's chasing me now. And then when I'm far enough away, I don't think he's chasing me anymore, I can press I for inventory, and I can drag that sword over to my sword slot. And it's just a beginner's blade. There's nothing special about it. I can press escape to get out of there. Looks like he's doing some damage to me, so I'm gonna just left click the mouse a little bit, knock him out there, and then pick up that money, just walk on top of it. And little beggar guy over here, another little treasure behind there, which we'll get to in a minute. Oops, somebody else we got to attack here. Let's take care of him real quick. Just left click a couple of times. And one more guy here. Take care of that wood elf. You'll notice, again, I've done some exploring already, but you'll notice there's a shield on the top of that platform that we need to get to, just like last time I think I showed this. So we'll walk over here, jump up, collect that shield. Just like in the last video I was describing this vortex right here, I'm trying to get this to work to go, and it'll destroy our character, but it'll be fine. And I want him to jump over to this platform in the upper part of the screen now, but I'm still working on that, so it's still under development for that part. You'll notice over here we've got the titan in this cage, and this is what the keys are going to unlock. So we've got to get the keys before we unlock this. And you'll notice that there's stairs or ladders that go all the way up into the clouds up there. Let's walk over here a little bit. All the way up into the clouds, and so I've got stuff built in the clouds now as well. It's kind of interesting. So we have to find a way to get up there. That ladder is not going to be the proper way to get up there. It'll get us up to some part, but not the full way. So here's a magic carpet, and so this is what we want. We want to take this magic carpet ride, but you'll notice that the magic carpet is not active right now. And so we've got to do something. It says prepare yourself first. So we've got to do something before we can take this magic carpet ride. And so then what we'll do, now that we've scoped around a little bit, I think we got the shield. So let's use the inventory. And now we'll just collect our shield and drag it over to our shield spot. Normally these things should have a little bit more power and defense and so on. These first items don't really have anything though, but at least now we can see our character is powered up there, or at least geared up with the sword and the shield. So let's walk over here to this little area. Oops, there's somebody who wants to fight us. We'll go ahead and fight him real quick. Oops, let's let him do a little damage to us here. There we go. Because one thing I want to show is that we should be able to pick up this blue little flower eventually, and it will heal us. But as far as right now goes, we just pick it up and it doesn't heal us. We still only have 80 health points like we did a minute ago. We want to get this blue mushroom. Let's jump over here, and if we get close enough to it, it will say, do you need a ticket to ride? So there's our hint that maybe this is the ticket to ride the magic carpet, and that is what we want. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. So that completes the magic carpet quest. It starts our keys quest next. And if we are quick, you'll notice that there we can see in the sky that magic carpet has already taken off on its first trip up there to the clouds, where we're going to find one of the keys. That's pretty cool. But there are other keys we can find as well first. One of the things that we could do is if we walk around enough around here, we find Michael Phelps. I've given a bunch of very interesting clues for some of these games. If you're smart enough to pick up on these, or maybe if you just have enough knowledge, not necessarily being smart, but you might know, some of you might know, Michael Phelps is a great swimmer. In fact, I think he's been an Olympic athlete or something, known for swimming. And he says, once I knew the secret path to get into this box. And so indeed, one of those keys is in this box right here. Of course, you're not going to know that right off the bat, but obviously, if an NPC is walking around giving hints like, I used to know how to get in this box, it might make you curious how to get into this box as well. Well, it turns out it's totally closed, but as we walk around here, this trout is giving us a message, you should come for a swim. Well, it's interesting, swimming, and Michael Phelps is a swimmer, and he's talking about getting into the box, and we have this little path that goes from this box directly to this trout. So hopefully, game players can piece all those clues together that they want to just jump in the water and go for a swim. So now we're kind of underneath the water here, and sure enough, there is a secret passage. And when we walk down this little secret passage, there is that gold key in the upper part of the screen up there. So we just need to climb this ladder. Oops, there we go. Go up and grab that key. So now we've got one of our keys collected. Now we can leave this little pool, find the little staircase off here, and just walk out of the pool then. Something else that we notice over here, look up there. There's another key right up there. And we notice that there's this wooden platform that's going left and right, and it takes us right over to that key. So now we just need to know, how can we get up to that? It's too high for us to jump. We can't jump high enough here. But we do notice that this little platform is connected to these other platforms over here. And if we walk over here a little bit more, we can see, there's a staircase. So we're gonna walk up the stairs and use our jump and jump and jump. And now we'll jump one more time to this platform, and it'll take us right to that key. There we go, got the second key. And now we can leave that platform. So now we've got, I think that was only 2 keys. Let's check our quests here. Looks like there's a little error in the design. It says the Titan quest is now open, but it shouldn't be. So maybe I made a change recently and I need to check that. Let's go check to see if the Titan cage, look at that. The gate is open now, and that's not what we wanted. So I opened the gate a little too soon when we only had 2 keys. But let's check out where the third key is. So it is on this carpet that we need to go up to the clouds for. Something else that we can do before we go up there, though, is we do need to get a better weapon. And so as you're walking around trying to explore, you're going to find ancient treasure over here. And with this, another clue that you will want to go up to the clouds is this tower does not reach the clouds. And so one more clue there for that. This guy, if we walk up to him and press E to engage or interact with him, he says, once I reach the heavens, have you? Again, another clue that players should look to the sky, perhaps. I will answer him by saying, I shall soon. And then we start to look up and we can maybe see hints at things being built up there, little pathways that are kind of semi-translucent between the clouds up there. But that is where we want to go. But there are skeletons up there. So we're going to need to get a special sword from in here. That'll help us be a little bit more powerful. Lots of skeletons that we need to battle. We're taking some damage. Oh no, can we make it? Gotta be quick. Using the left mouse button to fight these guys. Oh, down to 50% health. There we go. Finally got them. I think that's all of them. And so now we have some treasure. Moving on to that treasure is good, but that's the sword that we really want right there. Notice if I press my I for inventory, down here I don't have any power up. So it's just a normal little basic sword that doesn't have a lot of strength. I'm only doing 5 damage to my opponents at a time, whereas this sword down here is going to let me do about twice as much. So I want to pick up this sword, go back to my inventory, and now when I move this sword with the power of 25 right there over to my sword slot, you'll now notice that I've got a power of 25 there. So a much better sword for attacking the things up in the clouds. And that is what we're going to need. So now we're ready to catch that next magic carpet ride that's going to come down. We may as well get ourselves healed. Notice we're only at 50% health right now, so let's talk to the doctor right here. And he's going to heal us up, 55, 60 health points, 65, and so on. That platform is still going up, so we still have a little time before its next visit back down to us. 90% health, and there's 100 health points right there, which is our max. So let's come back over here. We have prepared ourselves. We did get the blue cap mushroom, and that blue cap mushroom is what started the platform off. So now we have our ticket to ride. So as soon as it comes down, we will hop on the magic carpet. Something I've noticed about this, now we can notice I'm moving to the edge of the carpet automatically. There's our land. It's a 1x1 land. Oops, about to fall off the carpet again. I think that's a bug from the game designers. We just need to be aware of. I need to keep walking forward, but eventually we're getting up closer to the clouds. I just need to make sure I don't fall off this carpet in the meantime. And now that we're up at the cloud level, I can jump off, and now I'm up here on the clouds. There will be some more stuff built up here, but right now, in the distance, we can see some things that we want to get. So let's just run down here. Some of these things we might have to jump across, so we'll use our jump. When I discovered that you could walk on the clouds and all that kind of stuff, it made me realize that we have a lot more building area and a lot more interesting things that we can do on a 3-dimensional scale rather than just the land and the topography. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do, not paying enough attention. But it made me realize that we've got a lot of interesting things that we could do with our land in a 3-dimensional way. In fact, you might, I don't know if you can see it, but let me zoom out a little bit. You can see on the far left, right-hand side bottom underneath the land, I've actually built out some stuff underneath the land as well. And while that ladder does go up, it also goes down to explore a little bit. There's nothing down there right now. I'm just still in the creation phase of that. But we have this whole big block of land that we can build under and make other dungeons and mazes and adventures down in there as well. And up in the clouds and different levels of platforms up in the air as also. All right, so let's try this again. Let's hop on that carpet. As you can see, I'm just moving automatically. So I need to keep running to the beginning of that carpet. I think that should be fixed at some point. It's nothing that I can do to fix it though. And then once we're up to the cloud level, there we go. We'll jump back off and we'll try it again. I'm just going to make one more attempt, and if I fall off again, I don't fall off very often, but if I do fall off again, then we'll just use a shortcut to get on with the adventure and the Titan. Because this is a little difficult to get through, just because you've got to stay balanced on the platform. There's some skeleton enemies and stuff. Then I've made a... All right, so there's a lot of skeletons over here. Tons of skeletons. Oops, and I fell off, which is part of the problem I'm still thinking about redesigning. But let's just go ahead and skip that for now. So up there at the top, there is a couple of skeletons. There's some legging armor up there as well. And then there is a final key. The third key is supposed to be at the end of that walkway. And you'll have some more skeletons that are a little bit more difficult up there. So we would really need to do that before this gate opens and solve that puzzle. I will also say that is why time is of an essence. So there's a skeleton spawner, or two skeleton spawners up there at the top that are spawning dozens of skeletons. And so if you can get the mushroom and run up to the, as soon as you get the mushroom, it'll trigger the magic carpet to go. And if you can get up to the magic carpet and get that first key up in the clouds as quickly as possible, and you might need the special sword first to do that as well, then that will really save you from battling a lot of those additional skeletons, if you can do it quickly enough before they spawn a lot. In the meantime, here I've got this Titan, and it's a little buggy. I'm still trying to fix this up. This Titan is supposed to be active. Notice the exclamation mark. He notices this, but for some reason he's not moving out of the gate. And I have a feeling it's because the gate was down when the game first started, and the asset looked at where it could move and travel and realized it cannot travel past the closed gate, and now is not moving past the open gate because it only calculated its movement at the beginning of the game when the gate was closed. So I think what I'm going to need to do is change the game a little bit so the gate starts to be open as the game first starts, and then when you first move your character out from a certain step, then it triggers the gate to close, and then it'll open again once you find the keys. In the meantime, we'll just come in here and we'll fight we'll fight this guy. Oh, if I can hit him. I don't want to fall down that hole either. That guy seems to be a little bit stronger than I remember him being. Why am I not even hitting him? There we go. There we go. Okay. And so now he leaves a little bit of treasure that we can go ahead and pick up the treasure. And then that is the final of the Titan quest. And that also means that we completed the whole thing. And there's a bunch of other stuff I'm eventually working on as well. One of my friends wanted a little ambiance. And so I'm hoping to set up a little Zen meditation area over here and just getting more of the land to look as nice as this little waterfall area right here and that little lava area. So hopefully I'll fill in a lot of the land to look really interesting. And one other thing that I'm kind of working on, you see there's a million squirrels over here. So there's a squirrel spawner over here as well. And those squirrels are supposed to be eating these flowers that will eventually heal you as well. But they're not doing that right now. But anyway, that is the new Darlantus Quest version 2.1. Still has some work to it, but hopefully some of y'all will play it as it is now and find it fun and interesting, and even gooding up and grabbing that third key from the skeletons up there. But take my advice, get up there as quick as you can. Grab that blue mushroom and get up and get those skeletons before they spawn as many skeletons as we see squirrels down here. All right, so that's enough for this version. Hope y'all enjoy the game, and I will chat with you in the next one.